Before you scroll past, stop and listen. This is the unbelievable story of a wicked stepmother, an innocent girl, and a midnight assignment that turned into a divine encounter. This is a story of wickedness, protection, and divine revenge. If you love powerful African stories, make sure you subscribe for more interesting stories, like and drop your comments below. Thanks! In the peaceful village of Alaoma, there lived a young girl named Nkem. She was gentle, humble, and always calm, like early morning dew. But Nkem's life was not peaceful. Her mother had died when she was a baby, and her father, Odogwu, remarried a woman named Nneka, a woman whose heart was as hard as dry stone. Nneka had a daughter named Oluchi, a girl who had inherited her mother's pride and sharp tongue. Odogwu tried his best to keep peace, but he was always away, traveling from village to village as a palm wine supplier. His work kept him on the road for days, sometimes weeks. He provided for his family, but he never imagined what was happening in his absence. Whenever he was gone, Nneka treated Nkem like a servant. She insulted her. She starved her. She overworked her. And she always compared her to her own daughter. "Can't you be like Oluchi?" she would shout. "You are too quiet, too slow, too useless." Nkem never spoke back. She simply lived, hoping one day her father would notice her pain. One evening, after Odogwu left on a 5-day journey, Nneka sat outside, staring at the clay pot of water beside her. A wicked idea grew in her heart. Nkem is too lucky. People like her too much. Even elders greet her. Let me send her to the river at midnight where spirits roam. Let the river swallow her, and let peace return to my house. Her daughter, Oluchi, smirked. "Mama, let her go. The river will finish her." So, at midnight, when the moon was faint behind clouds, Nneka walked into Nkem's room, kicked the mat she slept on, and shouted, "Stand up! Carry that big clay pot and go to the river. Fetch water for tomorrow morning." Nkem sat up suddenly. "Ma, midnight? It is dangerous. The spirits—" "Are you mad?" Nneka yelled. "Are you now wiser than me? Go!" Oluchi laughed from the doorway. "Better start running before Mama beats you." Nkem's hands trembled as she lifted the heavy pot. But she obeyed. She always obeyed. The path to Eme River was dark and cold. Crickets chirped, owls hooted, strange winds blew. Nkem walked slowly, her heart pounding like a talking drum. Halfway there, she stopped and began to cry. She cried for her late mother. She cried for her father, who never knew her suffering. She cried for herself. "Why does Mama and Nneka hate me so much?" she whispered. Then, something strange happened. A faint light began to glow on the path. Out of the light came an old woman, bent, with a staff, wearing white cloth that looked like moonlight. "Why are you crying, my daughter?" she asked. Nkem quickly bowed. "Good evening, Ma. I am going to fetch water. I am afraid." The woman looked at her with pity. "You have a pure heart. Fear not." And as she turned to leave, the woman vanished gently, like smoke blown away. Nkem gasped. She continued walking, whispering prayers. When she finally reached the river, the water began to glow. Suddenly, a soft voice echoed, "Why do you cry?" From the shining river rose a beautiful spirit in flowing blue, and Kem fell on her knees. "Please, I don't want to die. I only came to fetch water." The river spirit looked at her with kindness. "You were sent here to perish, but instead you will rise. Your tears have washed your path clean." She touched Nkem's forehead, and suddenly the whole river turned bright. Fish jumped joyfully. Cool breeze surrounded her. The clay pot filled itself with crystal clear water. When she lifted the pot, it was no longer clay. It had transformed into a golden pot, glowing softly. "Go," the river spirit said. "From today, blessings will follow you." When Nkem walked into the compound, still glowing with peace, Neka almost fainted. Her eyes widened. This girl is still alive? How? Oluchi hid behind the wall, trembling. And then they noticed the golden pot. "What kind of witchcraft is this?" Neka shouted. Before Nkem could explain, light began to shine from her feet. Flowers grew wherever she stepped. The dry ground became fresh. Even the chickens stopped clucking and bowed their heads. By morning, the villagers had heard what happened. They gathered around their compound, staring at Nkem in awe. "She is blessed! She is chosen! She must have met the River Mother!" But Neka burned with jealousy. Her heart was on fire. "My own daughter must also go," she declared. "Oluchi is the true child of this house. Whatever Nkem got, she will get double." That night, Neka forced her daughter to dress beautifully. "Go with boldness," she told her. "Do not kneel. Do not cry. Demand your blessing. You are not like that foolish Nkem." Oluchi flipped her hair proudly. "Do they know who I am? Spirits will fear me." On her way to the river, the same old woman appeared on the path. "My daughter," she said gently, "why are you walking at this hour?" Oluchi rolled her eyes. "Old woman, shift jaw. Don't block my road. Do you know who I am?" The old woman stepped aside silently. When Oluchi reached the river, the water spirit rose again. Instead of bowing, Oluchi hissed loudly, "So you blessed that stupid Nkem, Abi? Good. Now give me double, and be fast. I don't have time." The river spirit's smile faded. "You approach a sacred place without respect?" Oluchi laughed. "I don't care about your sacred place. Just give me my blessing." The river suddenly changed. The water churned. Thunder echoed. Dark winds blew. "Your heart is full of pride and wickedness," the spirit said. "You came with arrogance. You will return with shame." Before Oluchi could escape, a dark wave rose and wrapped around her. She screamed. Then her beauty faded. Her face twisted with ugliness. Her voice became cracked and rough. Her legs shook like broken sticks. The river spat her out with force, throwing her onto the sand. When she stood up, she was no longer the proud Oluchi. She was something else, something frightening. When Oluchi stumbled into the compound, villagers screamed and jumped back. Her mother rushed to her. "Oluchi, what happened? What did they do to you?" "Mama," Oluchi cried, "help me. me. They said my heart is wicked." Her mother began to scream. "No! No, this cannot happen! My only daughter! My treasure! Why?" The villagers gathered. Some gasped, some whispered, some shook their heads. Then one elder said loudly, "You sent Ntem to die, yet she returned with blessings." Another spoke, "You sent your own daughter with the same wicked plan, and she returned cursed." A woman added, "This is what jealousy brings. This is what wickedness produces." Nika fell to her knees. Her shame covered her like thick smoke. Tears drenched her wrapper. "My daughter! My only daughter!" But no one pitied her. They all turned to Nkem. Some touched her feet, some prayed for her, some thanked her for returning safely. The village youth lifted her and danced around. Nkem the blessed, Nkem the pure, Nkem, daughter of grace. 3 days later, Nkem's father returned from his journey. As he approached the compound, he heard noise. He rushed forward and froze. He saw Oluchi sitting in a corner, hiding her twisted face. He saw Nkeka crying uncontrollably. He saw villagers gathered. But most of all, he saw Nkem glowing with peace. "Odogu," the elder said, "your daughter has been chosen by the river. She is blessed." Nkem ran into his arms. "Papa!" Odogu held her tightly. "My child, what happened? Tell me everything." When he learned how his wife had sent Nkem to the river to die, he was silent for a long time. Then he said, "Neka, I married you with hope, but you have broken my home." Neka fell on her knees. "Odogu, forgive me. I did not know. I was jealous. Please forgive." But Odogu shook his head sadly. "You wanted to kill my own child, and now your own daughter suffers because of your jealousy?" The whole village watched. He walked to Nkem and wiped her tears. "From today," he said loudly, "Nkem is under my wings. No one will hurt her again." The villagers cheered. Neka fainted and fell to the ground, shaking. But Odogu did not even look at her. Days passed. Nkem grew more beautiful. Her blessings increased. Animals followed her. Plants grew quickly around her hut. People came from far places to greet her. Oluchi stayed hidden, covering her face with cloth. Shame swallowed her. Even children ran away when they saw her. Neka lived in regret. She could not look anyone in the eye. One morning, the chief elder stood in the village square and said, "Let this be a lesson to all. Jealousy destroys. Kindness saves. Blessings follow humility, but curses follow pride." Everyone nodded. From that day, parents told their children, "Be like Nkem. Never be like Oluchi." Weeks later, Nkem visited the river again, not because she was forced, but because she wanted to give thanks. The river spirit appeared once more. "My daughter," she said, smiling, "you have kept your heart pure. Your blessing will remain with you forever." Nkem bowed deeply. "Thank you. Mother of the waters. The Spirit added one more message. Go and live a good life, and wherever you go, goodness will follow you. The river glowed once more, and then grew calm. Years later, Nkem became one of the most loved women in the region. Her character, not her beauty, made her famous.
She married a good man. She raised kind children. She built a small school for village children. And she continued to help even those who wronged her. As for Oluchi, her curse remained for many years as a reminder of the danger of pride and wickedness. And Nneka spent the rest of her life begging Nkem for forgiveness. Nkem forgave her, but she never forgot. Moral lesson? Jealousy destroys the jealous person first. A pure heart attracts blessings. Pride brings downfall. What you wish for others will return to you. Kindness always wins. A parent's wickedness can destroy a child's future. Humility is a stronger weapon than anger. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. More powerful African stories are coming your way.